What is up, YouTube? It's your host, Deeper Depths with the Deeper Level Podcast. Do me a favor and smash that like button. Also, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I upload a new video and more content becomes available right here on this channel. Let's get it. What's up, YouTube? So on yesterday, we got a live stream of Marvel's Midnight Suns, and we were able to get a closer look with some from the leadership and development team of the company on some of the mechanics and how the game actually operates. We knew that there was going to be quite a few playable characters. I think there is 13 to be exact, but we did not really know more inside details of the mechanics of the game, especially as it relates to the Abbey, and all of that was revealed on yesterday. So I certainly want to say W stream to 2K and all those that was involved in that game, the creation of that game, Firaxis, the whole team. I think they're doing a phenomenal job, and I cannot wait for this game to release. But the first thing that I wanted to talk about as one of my takeaways, something I think that was said that was very huge, is he makes a statement, and I'm about to play this clip for you now.
This is where we're about to show, right? And so tactics games are a puzzle. And what you're trying to do is every turn you're presenting the player with a puzzle that's almost unsolvable. It's endlessly interesting. And puzzles require randomness. And so in XCOM, the randomness is, oh, is this shot going to hit? How much damage is this going to do? But when we did that with this version, with superheroes, it felt terrible. That's not the superhero fantasy. So in Midnight Suns, every ability does exactly what it says it's going to do. It does exactly the amount of damage. You just can't predict when that ability is going to be available to you.
Yeah, and it feels a lot better in the shoes of a superhero that way.
Yeah, we didn't set out to make an entirely new tactics game. That is absolutely not our intent, but that's where we ended up. But now I'm really happy that we get to show all the teams work.
Okay, now the reason that I say that that statement is huge because I am a career RPG player. I've played it all for 30 plus years. I've done turn-based RPGs, I've done strategy-based RPGs, tactical-based RPGs, MMORPGs, you name it, I've played it for 30 plus years. And one thing that I know about RPG mechanics is, let's take Final Fantasy XI Online, for instance. You can have the job of a black mage, being able to cast black magic such as Flare, Tornado, Thunder, Thundara, whatever you want to call it. And even though you have that spell, you can potentially cast it on a mob, cast it on an enemy. Number one, it can get resisted. Number two, if you don't have other mechanics that boost and feed into black magic, then you're still not going to get a really good process on your spell. So for instance, you had to boost your intelligence considerably high as a black mage to make your spells process and work more effectively. So he said something critical when he says every card does exactly what he says it does, meaning that you don't have to have anything extra in order to make it work. If you cast an attack, you know exactly how much damage it's going to do. You don't have to worry about it processing. The only issue to it, the randomness, they said, is that you never know when it will come up in your particular card deck in order to play that spell. But I like the idea of this because if we're going to be superheroes, superheroes don't quote unquote need to be getting resisted. I mean, if Captain America throws his shield, you need to know that this shield is going to do this amount of damage because after all, he is a superhero. So I do like the idea of this, and I think that that is really good to tweak that portion of it in the RPG mechanics for this particular type of game. Now for XCOM or different games they've made in the past, having that randomness is perfectly fine, but whenever you throw superheroes in the mix, as he was saying, trying to use the XCOM formula would not work for this particular type of game. So great job 2K, great job Firaxis. I think that you've done an incredible job by making that choice.